Fermented foods are the darlings of the gut health world, praised for their probiotics, digestion-friendly properties, and old-world charm. From kimchi to kombucha, yogurt to sauerkraut, they're often hailed as nutritional gold. But before you start fermenting your way to immortality, it's worth asking a more targeted question. How do fermented foods affect uric acid levels? Because as it turns out, not all fermented foods are created equal, and some, especially yeast-based products, are quietly raising your uric acid while your gut is busy throwing a probiotic party. Let's start with the split personality of fermentation. On one side, we have fermented vegetables and dairy, things like kefir, sauerkraut, yogurt, and miso. These foods can support a healthy microbiome, reduce systemic inflammation, and even help regulate metabolism, all of which may indirectly help your body manage uric acid more effectively. For many people, these types of fermented foods are harmless or even helpful when consumed in reasonable quantities. They provide beneficial bacteria, some digestive enzymes, and often pair well with plant-based meals that naturally support uric acid elimination. But then there's the darker, yeastier side of fermentation, where things start to get risky. Beer, for instance, is the ultimate fermented backstabber. It's made with yeast and purine-rich ingredients like barley and hops. The fermentation process doesn't remove the purines. It amplifies their effects by creating a drink that not only contains them but also dehydrates you and taxes your liver and kidneys. It's like a three-pronged metabolic assault, especially if you're prone to gout or already hovering near uric acid overload. The infamous beer and gout connection is an urban legend. It's biology. Regular beer drinkers often have higher uric acid levels, and it doesn't take much to tip from casual enjoyment into joint-crushing regret. But beer isn't the only yeast-based troublemaker. Enter Marmite and Vegemite, those salty, pungent yeast extracts people either worship or despise. Love it or hate it, Marmite is packed with purines because it's literally made from concentrated brewer's yeast. Just a small spoonful can deliver a surprising purine hit, all under the radar of most people's nutritional awareness. You think you're just spreading a quirky snack on toast, but metabolically speaking, you've invited a swarm of uric acid molecules into your bloodstream with open arms. Even some nutritional yeast supplements, often used by vegans for their cheesy flavor and B-vitamin punch, are problematic for those with uric acid issues. While deactivated yeast may have slightly lower purine levels than active brewer's yeast, it's still far from purine-free. If you're tossing spoonfuls into every dish like it's health fairy dust, you might be stirring up more trouble than benefit. It gets sneakier when fermented products show up where you least expect them: soy sauce, miso paste, or fish sauce. While not yeast-based, they are often made from fermented protein sources like soybeans or fish, which can carry a moderate purine load depending on how they're made. Used in small amounts? Probably fine. Used in every meal, every day? Your uric acid meter is likely taking notes. So what's the verdict? Some fermented foods can be part of a healthy, uric acid-conscious diet, particularly those that come from vegetables or dairy and aren't drenched in salt or yeast. Others, especially those made from or with yeast, beer, Marmite, certain nutritional yeasts, are purine-dense landmines for sensitive individuals. And the worst part? Their image as health foods can make them particularly deceptive. You think you're doing your body a favor, but your joints might not agree. Here's the unfiltered takeaway: fermented doesn't automatically mean friendly. Know your microbes. Check your labels. And if you're struggling with uric acid or gout, don't fall for the probiotic propaganda without looking under the lid. Because sometimes, the thing that's bubbling in the jar isn't healing your gut, it's just fermenting your next flare-up.